Johnny, the US and Australia and other countries, we've promised millions, billions of dollars to help the Ukraine.
Together we provided billions of dollars in direct budgetary support to make sure the Ukrainian government can keep...
Of course, the government has already supplied $655 million to the Ukraine.
When are we going to send them the money? When are we going to send them the money? Yeah, when are we going to send it? Is it going by plane or by boat? Isn't there a security risk in sending all this money over there like that? Well, we're not going to send them the money, Johnny. We don't need to send them the bloody money. We don't. We just pretend to send them the money. We pretend to send them the money. Well, we must send them something. Yeah, all the money we're going to give Ukraine, the US and Australia and all those bloody countries, we just say we're going to give them the money, and all that Ukraine has to do is believe that we've given them the money. We all just pretend it exists? Are you serious? Yes, it would provoke a bit of a security problem, shifting 26 tons of money to Ukraine. So all the US and Australia, all the US has to do is to officially say, we've given you the money, the $100 billion or whatever the fucking hell it was, is officially say we've given you the money, and all the Ukraine has to do is agree that the money has been given to them. And if we do that, the Ukrainians have to pretend that the money does exist. Agree to pretend that the money exists. It's just a figure on their screen that everyone agrees to, that the money is there. Do you mean to say the money we promised the Ukraine, it doesn't exist? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't exist at all, Johnny, anywhere. Who would have thought of that? Pretty soon, Johnny, we won't need bloody money at all, printed money. The central bank digital currency that the governments around the world are planning to bring in, that'll mean that we won't even have to print money.
I think this could pose some real threats. It actually gives government pretty much total control over our lives, because they can just press a button and close our bank accounts. No, they wouldn't do that now, would they? Well, think about it. Those Canadian truckers, they were legally and lawfully going about their business driving trucks, but legislation came in demanding that unless they'd been double vaxxed, they couldn't continue in their cabins doing long-distance lorry driving. And they protested, and in the end, their bank accounts were closed down by the Canadian government. Well, with the central bank digital currency, anyone that decides to stand up and fight against the government could be pressed down simply with the push of a button.
Jesus Christ! But Johnny, the US and
they get paid probably loads of cash. Well, won't be cash, will it? It'll be a digital currency, but that's all right. Digital currency, that's as good as cash, isn't it? Only it's obviously not a private transaction, and everything that you do will have to be approved by a bank, which means that if you've perhaps driven your car too far, or you haven't bought an electric car yet, or you haven't insulated your house quite yet, or you hadn't eaten a sufficient number of insects and bugs, or that you've had too many mince pies, or even meat pies.
Shit! Yes, I see.
They'll maybe just turn your bank balance down a little bit, or prevent you from getting the money you want out of the bank, because it's no longer a private transaction, isn't it? I used to like cash. Cash was great. We should use more cash.
That's when we're really going to pretend that money exists.
This evening, just explain. Central bank digital currencies. This isn't just the Bank of England considering this, is it?
Exactly. Currently, more than 90% of central banks globally are all working on bringing out a central bank digital currency.
Well, Johnny, your financial knowledge has been a blessing to us today. Thanks for your input.
Born free as the wind blows.